So Donald Trump marched himself into a courtroom in Manhattan on Monday to face, for the first time ever, a criminal trial. But before he even made it into the courtroom this past weekend, Donald Trump decided to just go all out and violate very clearly the gag order placed against him. In fact, he didn't just violate the recently expanded gag order. Oh no, he violated the original gag order that said explicitly, you cannot attack any of the witnesses in this case. I mean, that's, by the way, not just part of a gag order. That's standard procedure for literally any trial. You cannot publicly attack any witnesses because then you could very easily be hit with witness intimidation or witness tampering charges. Nevertheless, on Sunday, the day before his trial began, Donald Trump got on Truth Social and posted this. Has Mark Pomerantz been prosecuted for his terrible acts in and out of the DA's office? Has disgraced attorney and felon Michael Cohen been prosecuted for lying? I mean, technically, kind of, yeah. So those two men, Mark Pomerantz, who of course used to work at the DA's office, he famously publicly resigned in 2022 due to the fact that Alvin Bragg came in and basically killed their even better case against Donald Trump for falsifying business documents, basically along the same lines as the fraud trial, but they were going to hit him on state charges there as well, criminal charges, not the civil charges like the fraud trial. Alvin Bragg came in, killed all that, and decided for some reason to just focus on the hush money when obviously you definitely could have popped him on the fraud. Nevertheless, Pomerantz resigned. He wrote a book, none of which was illegal. I don't know what Trump is talking about when he says his conduct in and out of the DA's office. He never did anything illegal. So that makes no sense other than, of course, to try to smear the witness that is going to be testifying against him in this trial. Michael Cohen famously did his time on behalf of Donald Trump for, among other things, the very same thing that Donald Trump is currently facing a criminal trial for. Michael Cohen served his time. Michael Cohen, I believe, has firmly learned his lesson, and he will be testifying against Donald Trump. In fact, he's a key witness against Donald Trump. So Trump trying to smear Michael Cohen, saying, why hasn't he been prosecuted for lying, is once again an attempt to not only smear the witness, but to taint a potential jury pool. Because remember, this happened before jury selection began on Monday. This is a clear violation of the gag order. 5 times now, at least 5 times, Donald Trump has very clearly, knowingly, openly violated this gag order, and nothing's happened to him. Nothing. I mean, what is the point of even having the gag orders in place at this point? If you're not going to enforce them, then they shouldn't exist. Let the guy do whatever the hell he wants to do, because that's what he's already doing. Unless you're going to come at him later on and say, okay, you know what? I gave you a couple weeks here. I'm going to go ahead and hit you with all of these contempt charges and you're going to spend the weekend in jail. Judge Juan Merchan could do that, but why wait? If he's doing it now, do it now. You have the legal authority to do it. That's what your gag order is in place for. But if you're not going to enforce it, if you're not going to hold him accountable, if you're not going to stop him from intimidating the witnesses, then you may as well go ahead and lift the gag order, because apparently nothing matters.